Summer career wear has a big job. It needs to keep us warm when the office AC is set at 60 degrees and it's so cold we can see our breath. And cool enough not to smelt, a combo of sweating and melting when we walk outside into a furnace. It can't be too casual because it still needs to support our leadership role. Oh, and one more thing, it also needs to be festive enough when your husband invites you to dinner or your girlfriends to happy hour and you don't want to run home and change or bring a whole separate outfit to work. That is a whole lot to ask from one outfit, which is why that's exactly what we're tackling in this week's episode. Things like your perfect summer outfit uniform formula. Answering your frequently asked questions like sleeveless blouses and dresses, are they office appropriate? How to wear maxi skirts and dresses without being completely overwhelmed by fabric? And be sure to hang around until the end when I'll share the quick 20% outfit switch that'll take you from desk to drinks. All the topics put through our special petite filter to ensure they'll fit your height and flatter your shape. I'm Angela, your petite style coach, and when you're ready, let's dive in. Welcome to Inside Petite Style, the only podcast created exclusively for women 5'3" and under. You've built an incredible career. You've navigated all the crazy life changes. And somewhere along the way, getting dressed stopped being easy. Maybe your body's different or your role is different, and your closet, it just has not kept up. I'm Angela Foster, Petite Style Coach since 2018 and creator of the Spark Petite Style Method. And together, you and I will get your wardrobe back in shape. Every week, we'll talk about why petite proportions require a different approach. Discover what actually flatters your body shape and works with your lifestyle. And get all the insider shortcuts on where to shop so you're not wasting hours scrolling or, even worse, settling for good enough. This is about more than looking good. It's about walking into any room, whether it's a big presentation or client meeting, a family event, or heck, just Tuesday, and feeling confident, polished, with a style as smart and savvy as you are. Let's get this style party started. First thing on our to-do list is to create your perfect outfit uniform. While there's oodles of different formulas, you and I will talk about the four most popular and break each outfit formula down by body shape, of course. Now, in case you're new around here, first, thank you so much for stopping by. And second, after this episode, you'll want to hop on over to insidepetitestyle.com/quiz and take the petite body shape quiz. Now, in case you're thinking, I don't need to take the quiz, I already know I'm an apple or a pear or something else that belongs in a fruit salad, you may want to reconsider because petites are special and the generic advice that works for our taller sisters doesn't work when you're short. I know your time is precious, but don't worry, the quiz is only 7 questions and takes about 2 minutes. I'll add the link to the show notes so you don't have to hunt it down. Okay, back to outfit uniforms. Step number 1, start with a foundation piece that's appropriate for the office and will keep you cool outside. Now, it's a foundation piece because we're building the rest of your outfit around it. A quick reminder, for signature body shape number 3s, since you're balanced, meaning your shoulders and bust are the same or very similar to your hip and thighs, you can add volume to the top or bottom, but not both in the same outfit. We'll start with adding volume on the bottom and invite signature body shape number 4s to the party. Wide leg pants continue to be wildly popular this season and in a summer weight material would be an easy starting point for your uniform. Because the goal is to keep the volume to a minimum on top and keep you cool outside, a silk button down or a sleeveless shell would be the perfect partner. Let's also put together a dress uniform. We can choose a shirt dress, another super popular style this summer, or a more tailored fit and flare dress. For body shape number 3s, when you want to add volume from the waist up, and for number 6s who have more natural volume on the bottom and want to keep your skirts and pants more tailored, an easy and super versatile foundation piece would be tailored or straight leg trousers. On a quick side note, as far as length goes, Tailored pants should hit at the bottom of your ankle bone. And for straight leg styles, shoot for the hem to hit the top of your foot. Now, the closer the hem comes to your toes, the better, as that will make your legs look way, way longer. As far as the perfect top pairing goes, and to add a bit of volume, a structured cotton button-down is a great option. So is a chambray shirt or one of the bajillion career blouses with neckline and or sleeve details that are out this season. As far as dresses and skirts go, skirts are super easy given the oodles of clean, minimalist pencil varieties on display. Dresses might be a bit tougher, but there are definitely shirt dresses that have a blouse or a bodice that will keep you cool or as cool as possible in this heat. Before we move on and build onto your outfit uniform, for petites, fit always matters, but especially now, because summer dressing is all about adding and subtracting from your outfit as the temperature changes. It's important to avoid the trap of thinking that since it's under a blazer or a sweater that it's okay if the armholes are too big or gape a bit flashing the band of your bra, or the neckline is a bit too long, or the bodice is a bit too snug. This is when you're going to be super happy that if you're a petite on top, you bought that petite dress, or vice versa. In case you're not sure about whether you require petite or regular sized tops and bottoms, then after this episode, you'll want to check out episode, I think it's 8, when we talk about all the differences between petite and regular sized clothes and how to know which fits you best. I'll find it and put the link to the exact episode into the show notes so you don't have to search. Step number 2. Now that you have your foundation piece, it's time to add your office layer, the item that will keep you warm in the frigid office. Blazers are an obvious choice, especially when you have meetings and client appointments scheduled. Vests, thank goodness, continue to be popular this summer, and just like blazers, come in lots of different styles. Clean, tailored versions if you don't want or need additional volume on top, boxier versions for when you do, and peplum styles when you want to conceal a pesky middle section. As far as sweaters go, thinner cardigans for body shape number 4s will flatter, as will blazers in a sweater knit for signature body shape number 6s. Wraps, pashminas, capes, and ponchos are a fresh option since not everybody thinks to wear them. Plus, they're easy to fold and carry in your work tote, and you don't have to worry about them getting wrinkled. You probably noticed some popular summer styles weren't mentioned, so let's touch on those. First, there are maxi dresses. Summer is a perfect time for a maxi dress, especially when you're petite, because the lighter weight fabrics don't drown us in material. They can skew casual though, so it's understandable if you're concerned, especially for women who work in a more traditional office setting. Popping a blazer on over top to dress it up is an option. Just be really sure that the blazer is cropped and the material isn't too bulky, like a tweed or a boucle. Otherwise, the combination of the two can easily drown us in fabric. Next on the list is cropped trousers. There are 2 things to consider. No matter what length, cropped, ankle, or full length, the leg shape that flatters your figure best stays the same. The second is that the hem should land just underneath the widest part of your calf, while still short enough to feel intentional. For example, if you require petite size bottoms, look for petite length crop pants. Regular length cropped pants won't be cropped on us and will be too long and too close to the ankle and won't feel deliberate. Another style consideration is looser and oversized silhouettes like billowy blouses and oversized shirts, maxi skirts missing any kind of structure, and really relaxed linen pieces. Yes, they are cooler temperature-wise and easier to find in the summer, but they can easily turn our outfit frumpy. So if you want to play around with oversized volume, take your body shape into account and add volume on the top or bottom depending upon your signature shape. Step 3 is material. Summer weight fabrics are good to be aware of, but not necessarily something to search for or to obsess about, unless you have a big pet peeve. In that case, when you find an item you like and think will make a great addition to your closet, then take a look at the label. For example, say wrinkles drive you mad, so you avoid linen like crazy. You might want to try a linen mixed with rayon or viscose as they don't crumple nearly as easily. Or if you've had a problem with lightweight fabrics turning see-through in the sun, in that case, look for items that are lined, and preferably with a cotton lining versus polyester, because polyester can turn your item into your own personal hot sauna. If you like structured cotton button-downs, poplin checks that box. Rayon, tencel, and silk are also great summer-friendly fabrics and aren't nearly as stiff. A question that gets asked all the time is, how do I know whether an outfit is too casual for my workplace? You'll run into this less since we've started your summer uniform formula with the appropriate base piece. But in case you're still concerned, let's turn that question around and ask instead, would I wear this on the weekend? In fall and winter, heck, even spring to a certain extent, there is a clear line between workwear and weekend casual in your closet. That line can get really fuzzy in the summertime. So how do owners, founders, company leaders, the person your team is taking their cues from, keep the line clear? It's helpful to ask, what if I suddenly had to visit my most important client's office? Or what if the chairman dropped by unexpectedly? Or any other important interaction that happens throughout your day? Would you feel underdressed and self-conscious? Or would you feel relaxed and confident? If the answer is yes and then no, then you have your answer. The second frequently asked question is about sleeveless tops and dresses and whether they're office appropriate. Unfortunately, there's not a solid yes or no answer to this one. It all depends on your particular office environment and how conservative or creative it is. A few things, though, might help you decide. And at the risk of sounding like a scratched LP, sleeveless items really need to fit. No gaping, no plunging, no slipping, and on and on. If there's an item you love, but it does any of those things, it might be time to take it to your tailor and have it nipped in. On the bright side, you'll have your office layer handy so no one even has to know it's sleeveless. One last thing, and that's a skin thing. You might remember from the Reese Witherspoon episode, one of the observations we had about her terrific petite style is the way she balances out the amount of skin she shows. When she wears a mini skirt, she'll pair it with a very buttoned up blouse and blazer, and vice versa, especially in the pictures that we looked at of her in work or business settings. That's a terrific way of keeping a sleeveless dress or heck anything else office friendly. Now we're ready to talk about the quick 20% outfit switch that'll take you from the office to happy hour. In case you're wondering where 20% comes from, here it is. Let's say we have on 5 pieces: a dress, a blazer, shoes, earrings, and a handbag. Change out at least one of the pieces, and there's your 20%. And most of the time, you'll feel more than ready to meet your man for martinis. A couple of swaps are: replace your skirt or pants for a pair of shorts and leave on the blazer or the suit vest. That is so cute. Exchange your button down for a sleeveless tank or tee. Now, while we didn't count your hair or makeup as one of the 5, throwing your hair up in a more casual style is always an option, and switching your lipstick for a brighter one or a glossier one works too. Now, with the rest of the tips for the 20%, accessories do a lot of the heavy lifting. So always put your choices through your favorite feature filter first. That's a tongue twister. Okay, first one, swap your shoes. This is by far the easiest switch, and sometimes it's enough to completely change your outfit. Say, change your closed-toed pumps for espadrilles or wedges, or swap out your staid loafers for leather flip-flops, or kitten heels, change out for fabric or mesh ballet flats. Now, speaking of casual versus dress shoes, that's another frequently asked question that comes up a lot in the summertime. As in, are these too casual for the office? When in doubt, a safe rule of thumb is showing all 5 toes equals casual evening or weekend vibe. Open toe or heeled sandals that only show the tips of a couple of your toes are usually fine for work, unless you work in a super conservative environment, and then you likely have no questions because you already know. Now, sometimes your work outfit doesn't lend itself to more casual shoes. So another easy switch is to ditch the blazer or the sweater. Like you and I talked about at the beginning, here's another example of how much easier your life becomes when you know whether you require petite or regular sized clothes. Next, your handbag is a dead giveaway, especially if you usually carry a work tote. An easy save is to have a wristlet or a wallet with a strap that you can turn into a crossbody. Crossbodies are nice because they keep your hands free. As petites, one thing to check though is the length, and that's to make sure that the body of the handbag doesn't hit us at our widest spot. It's best to make sure the bag rests above or below that. Do you know what time it is? Yep, it's time for this week's style challenge. Now it's your turn. Think about your favorite outfit to wear to work. Do you have a foundation piece, an office layer that you add to it? Then think about your go-to shoes, handbag, earrings, or any other accessory. Which piece will you swap out next time you're invited out after work? I venture to guess you already have your summer outfit uniform. If you didn't know it before, you know exactly what it is now. So a huge congratulations, and know that I am cheering you on long distance. Before you leave, be sure to follow the show so you never miss out on a petite style tip. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I will see you back here next week. Till then, have fun and stay stylish. Thanks for tuning in to Inside Petite Style. When you're ready to create a wardrobe that fits your height, flatters your body shape, and makes getting dressed fun and easy, head over to InsidePetiteStyle.com and take my free Petite Style quiz. You'll get personalized tips and strategies made just for your proportion and your height. And hey, you know that girlfriend who's always rolling up her sleeves and hemming her pants? Share this episode with her. She needs to know she's not alone and that there are real solutions. See you next week. Until then, have fun and stay stylish.